very good friends, some of my old friends who is checking in to this meeting. But yes, so today we're gonna talk about Cincino. It's a it's a fantastic Scandinavian company. Scandinavian being we are based in Sweden and we have our factory, okay, of the products based mostly in Norway, in Oslo, Norway. So today we're going to talk about some business possibilities, right? Why this business is so popular in whole of Europe and parts of America, but we're just getting started in Asia, in the whole Asia Pacific. So we're going to talk a bit about the potential of this product and the philosophy of the product. We're going to talk about this company a bit, and then most importantly, we're going to talk about what are the potential of Zinzino being a business platform or business partner for you, for me, for all of us. All right, so okay, I'm gonna start by introducing myself a bit. Yeah, so my name is Mikhail, and I'm the sales and marketing director for Zinzino Malaysia. So I've been with the health and wellness industry for more than 20 years actually, for about 23 years. So I've seen a lot of trends come and go. I've seen a lot of companies come and unfortunately they go as well. But what attracted me to Cincino is actually the philosophy of its product, because I believe this is what people is gonna need and people will go for, especially when we talk about the balance test itself, right? So, but this is something that people around the world, not only in Malaysia, is going to need for at least for the next 20 years to come. So allow me to share the screen and I will talk to you about Cincino, the company, the philosophy of the product, as well as the potential of the business. So Cincino, now we don't know what the name of the company means, because it is probably a mixture of Swedish or Norwegian. So actually, the name of the company means that it is something really small, but it carries a big value. Actually, quite fitting when we talk about a Scandinavian company, a Scandinavian brand. We think about brands such as IKEA, right? Or IKEA, right? So, I mean, think about brands such as Ericsson or Volvo. They all carry that kind of emblem of quality without over boasting, without over marketing about what they are able to deliver, but they deliver quality. So this is really what Zinzino is all about. So in Zinzino, we talk about inspiring change in life. Now, what needs to be changed? I mean, for me personally, when I started my business about 23, 24 years ago, in the business of health and wellness, I I have already seen a bit of issue about 20 odd years back. Is that a lot of people they claim to be able to help you in terms of health, um, just by offering some solution that so-called fits to everybody. But the truth in life is that there's no one solution that can fit every single people. So the one thing that really attracted me to Cincino is this, which is when we talk about a personalized nutrition, right? A test-based nutrition. So I'm gonna go over a bit of this issue. I've been talking about this problem, which is with the advancement of health tech, with the advancement of technology, not now, but 20, 30 years ago, we've been talking about advancement in terms of medical tech and health tech. But yet, when we look at people around us, when we go to hospitals, when we go to medical facilities, people who are sick are more than ever. With the advancement of all this health tech that it is available with AI technology, robotics, all these things available to us human beings, but yet people who are sick in around us is more than ever. So something is wrong somewhere. medical industries, they've been claiming, drug industries, they've been claiming that they have the solution, but yet, after so many years, we never found the solution. And yet, people who are sick around us are more than ever. That's why some 23 years ago, I've started this journey of trying to find the solution and, of course, share a bit more information with people around us. So, this is what scientists have found. I'm not a scientist, I'm not a medical doctor, but we're just conveying this kind of information that's being studied by scientists, right? So scientists have told us that we, not actually us, actually our nenek moyang lah, our datoks and neneks and all, right? They have been taking food which are more natural, right? Full of vitamins, full of naturals, phytos and micronutrients, beta glucans, fibers, and most importantly, a very good balance of omega 6 and omega 3. But yet we are so called so advanced lah in the year of 2026. But yet every day we eat food which is low in nutrients. Okay? Because of the soil that we have, we have spoiled by replanting, crops over and over again. And then our foods are high in sugar because we want them to be more tasty, full of empty calories, so tasty, but zero nutrients, low in fibers, and then vastly imbalanced in terms of omega 6 and omega 3. We take so much more omega 6 versus omega 3, which both our body needs. So I'm going to show you a bit more numbers. Back in our nenek moyang's day, they were having omega 6 to omega 3 in the ratio of 1 to 1. That was 150 years ago. But so-called throughout the years that our technology has improved, our food tech are all improved, you see, the balance of omega 6 and omega 3 has gone way haywire. From 1 to 1 to 3 to 1 to 4 to 1 to 21 to 1. Malaysia today, the life number we are having at an average of 22 to 1. Okay? Global average probably about 15, 16 to 1. But we Malaysians, Malaysia boleh lah, we've got about 22 to 1. Okay? But in the near future, this balance could go even more vastly different in terms of omega 6 and omega 3. And it's going to bring about a lot of impact to us in terms of our health, right? So now, forgive me a bit of Chinese in this infographic, but this was what we've extracted from a study by Dr. Eric Berg. We've heard of him. He was talking about the immense amount of omega 6 that we've been taking in our food in terms of the cooking oils that we've been taking. Soybean oil, corn oil, canola oil, cottonseed, sunflower seed. These are oils that we've been taking every single day. They are bringing a lot of omega 6 to our body. For example, cottonseed oil, sunflower seed oil, about 70 parts of omega 6 to 1 part of omega 3. These are root causes of how our body becomes so imbalanced, of how our body is feeling, hey, why am I feeling so tired every single day, even though I have been, having enough sleep, but hey, here pain, that pain, a lot of chronic diseases happening in our body. So we can track back into the root cause and track all the way back into the cooking oils that we have been using in the processing of the food every single day. Number 2, let's look at the chicken, the pork, the beef, the mutton, everything that we eat every single day versus what our nenek moyangs have been taking some 60 years, some 70 years ago. Vastly different. The reason being, the chickens, the cows, they are all being fed different kinds of food. Okay, and that because of all these, the amount of omega 6 contained in the chickens, in the eggs, in the beef, in all these are vastly more than the amount of omega 6. And then we are taking a lot less fish, a lot less omega 3 in our food. And that's that's the whole reason of the disparity of omega 6 versus omega 3 in our food, And then he goes further to look at some of the common foods that we've been taking. Okay, given a choice, ladies and gentlemen, or those of you who are online, right? If we have a choice, do you want to take more of the foods on the left side, which will have a lot of omega-6, which will eventually lead to an inflammation filled body, body cells which is filled with hardened cells and all, versus the ones on the right side, which we know we've been learning this since primary school, right? We should take more fish, we should take more leafy greens, you should take more, food which is natural, which are those on the right side of this graph, right? But knowing one thing versus doing something is, there's so much difference, right? We know all this. We know we're supposed to be taking all these food which are natural and healthy. But yet we Malaysians, lah, right? We've been taking a lot of foods outside, right? Even when we cook at home also, we use oils, we use so-called vegetable oils or seed oils that are vastly different in the amount of omega-6 and omega-3. Now, the fact of life is, I'm going to tell you as of today, I can show you one website, right, in which we have done tests on more than 11,000 Malaysians, right? And it shows that Malaysians, in the amount of omega-6 versus omega-3 is about 22 to 1, in which science have told us we should be at 1 to 1. Okay, professors from from University of Malaya, they tell us that, hey, 5 to 1 is okay. And the ratio of 5 to 1 is okay based on their studies. So we in Cincino, now today, because I'm representing Cincino, we talk about the middle ground. Let's go for 3 to 1. And the scientists that works with Cincino, they also tell us 3 to 1 or less is going to bring about a lot of goodness, including if we're able to reduce the amount of omega-6 in our food or in our cells, we are supposed to be enjoying the benefits of more anti-inflammation properties in the cells, in the body, okay? And it's going to bring about a lot of goodness. Number one, too much of omega-6 in our food and eventually in our cells is going to bring about one serious issue, which is chronic inflammation. Now, we don't hear a lot of chronic inflammation, but once I dig a bit more about what chronic inflammation can bring about to our body, hey, I was shocked, man. I did these studies. I'm not supposed to be saying that these diseases are related, but these are facts presented by DOSM, okay, saying that the top 10 killers in Malaysia, the top 10 reasons for death in Malaysia, we look at it, penyakit jantung, right? Is it related to inflammation? Yes, chronic inflammation. Pneumonia related to acute inflammation. Kencing manis, diabetes related to chronic inflammation. Penyakit stroke, chronic inflammation. Cancers, chronic inflammation. Kegagalan bola pinggang, liver, kidney failure, chronic inflammation. All right. Penyakit pernafasan bawah chronic inflammation. Penyakit darah tinggi, hypertension, chronic inflammation. Septicemia, acute inflammation. The only cause of death in Malaysian in the top 10, that is not related to all this inflammation is kemalangan. Road accidents, right? So I'm not saying that we could cure any of these diseases, but by reducing the amount of omega-6 in our food and eventually in our cells in the body, we could there is a possibility that we could reduce the chronic inflammation, and then eventually we could reduce some of the risk of all this chronic inflammation. There is a possibility, right? And there are so many studies out there that you can find using Google, using AI, studying all these journals. You can find that reducing chronic inflammation is always good for us, right? So how do we know if we are chronically inflamed, right? There are some symptoms. There will be symptoms. Not entirely accurate, But if we look at some of these symptoms, there could be a possibility that we are suffering from chronic inflammation. Now, who isn't? Especially those who are having, a very high, high pressure living, intensive work and all. We could be suffering from all these symptoms. But there is a better way to find out if our body is suffering from chronic inflammation. I'm going to talk about this a bit more later, right? Now, apart from chronic inflammation, there is a possibility that our cells in the body could be affected by the high amount of omega-6 and low amount of omega-3 as well, which is it's going to affect the cells in our body, affect in terms of the membrane of every single cells. The outer membrane could become so stiff that nutrients cannot get in. Energy such as glucose, when we eat rice and mihun and all, right, it gets turned into glucose, and glucose cannot get into the cells. So cells are deprived of energy and cells could die. Waste products such as toxins cannot get out from the cell. All these are reasons that our cells can possibly die sooner than later. So, around us, there are people same age, but some people just look older. Okay, there are many reasons, but I can't say that how we take care of our body could potentially lead to how our cells can become healthier, right? So that's one reason. Now, we are if we are able to eat better, there is totally a possibility that we can have a balanced omega-6 to omega-3, and that it can bring about very good results to general wellness of the body. Okay, back to the question in which many people, they don't know whether, hey, am I having too much of omega-6 in my body? Am I having too little omega-3? How do I find out other than just looking at symptoms, right? Now, there are many tests around the world that we can do to find out. There are tests such as HSCRP. You can order these tests at hospitals. But there's one test that we call the balance test, which is very simple. We can do it at home, to find out whether we are in the danger zone or we are in the healthy zone. Now, you can see on the screen, if we are able to find out the omega-6 to omega-3 ratio contained in our blood cells, if it is lower than 3:1, then that means the risk of having chronic inflammation in our body is so much lower. Okay, but if it is more than 4:1, that could, many studies, many journals have said that if we have more than 4:1, more than 5:1, then the risk of chronic inflammation in our body is so much higher. All right. So this is the balance test, and I'm going to show you one 1-minute video that we're going to show you. It's a very simple test that we can all do at home. Okay. So allow me to introduce to you, first of all, the balance test. Okay, brought to you by Zinzino. So you're gonna receive this pack of test kit, in which is a complete pack of tools that we can get this test done. So all we gotta do is to prick your finger and get 2 full drops of blood onto the filter that's being provided to you. So just drop 2 drops of blood onto the filter. Wait for it to dry up, and then you seal up the whole pack. seal it up, and send it back to us. Our office is in PJ, so you're gonna can either pass to your partners or send it back to us in PJ. And all these tests will be sent back to Norway, to Oslo, Norway, so that it can be tested in the lab, in the one and only lab that has the largest number of fatty acid samples in the whole world. So, right. So, if you've seen, so it's a completely double-blind test in which the lab doesn't know who you are. It doesn't know whether, how you look, how old. Okay, it knows how old are you because you need to key in, right? So when you do the test, remember to keep the ID number because that's the only way that you are able to check your own report, right? So your blood sample done by you sent to us in PJ, and every single week we will send 1 or 2 batch all the way to Norway, to Oslo, in this lab called Vitas Analytical Services. If you have seen, if you're looking at this slide for the first time, I would like you to probably take a screenshot and you Google this analytical labs and see who they are, because we've been now this is a lab which has been around for more than 30 years, and we've been working with them since we've been working with them for more than 15 years. So we've been sending all our customers blood samples to them for analysis. Okay, and after about 2 weeks time, you're gonna get your results by keying in your ID number into the report. All right, now we've been doing this for so long time, for about 15 years, and we are glad to report to you that we've done more than 1.8 million tests for the last 15 years. Okay, when I came to Zinzino last August, we were probably at 1.5 million tests. Now we are at 1.8 million tests. And the result was surprising. One of the reasons I want to join up with Zinzino is that I find that, hey, most of the world is actually out of balance. To be exact, 97% of the whole world is out of balance. And when it comes to Malaysia, my home country, I'm also surprised to find that 98% of people in Malaysia is out of balance. Now, if I remember correctly, there are more than 4 million people in Malaysia who's been taking omega-3 supplements, but yet 98% of people in Malaysia is out of balance. Myself, yeah, I've been taking omega-3 supplements for more than 19 years. I've taken different brands. I've taken, the A brand, the 2 different A brands. I've taken the F brand of omega-3s. I've taken the B brand, very famous B brand that we can buy from pharmacies. I've been taking that B black whatever brand from pharmacies for more than 6 years. I've been taking all this, but yet the first time when I did my balance test, I was really surprised. I was thinking, hey, I've been taking omega-3 for 19 years, right? So I'm sure gonna score really good in that fatty acid test. But yet I'm surprised to really find that I was totally out of balance. I was totally out of balance. So it was a real surprise to me. So for those who have been taking omega-3s, I would urge you to take that balance test as well. So globally, we are totally out of balance. Malaysia, we are totally out of balance because last year when I was here when I joined Zinzino, we were at about less than 8,000 tests, right, at that time. But the same answer goes in that out of 8,000 or 11,000 as of today, the average omega-6 to omega-3 for Malaysians is 22 to 1, right? Remember, I said scientists tell us that we should be at 3 to 1 or less, right? or 4 to 1 or less, right? Depending on who you are listening to. But since we talk about 3 to 1 or less, right? So Malaysians, we're at 22 to 1. Okay, Malaysia boleh mah because of what the food we've been eating every single day mah. But the number that really brings me a lot of confidence is you look at the third line. Average omega-6 ratio based on second test is 3.6 to 1. Now, dear everyone, I want to tell you a bit about how first test and second test works. Yeah. So all our customers, they will get to take their first test before they use our products. All right. So they do their first test, they get their first report. And at the same time, they will go on a regime of this balanced oil for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. Now, after 4 months, they will do their second test, right? So we've got one before, we've got one after. Now, this is the second test that we've been talking about. So, again, back to this number. Now, I'm talking from a business point of view. If I want to do one business, if I want to distribute or want to recommend one product, I need to make sure that this product actually works for most people. All right. Now, when we look at this number again, average first test 22 to 1. Average second test is 3.6 to 1. That's 4 months difference between these two. So that means from looking from outside, I know that this products, if we follow the regime, it works. It works for most people. And how many people internally? I don't even want to. I just share with you. Internally, we see that number is 94%. 94% of our customers between the first and the second test, they will have an improvement, in terms of the reduction of omega-6 and improvement of omega-3. That's our internal number. So when I want to do this business, I need to make sure that these are numbers that will make sense so that when we go out to promote our business, to promote the product, it all makes sense, right? So when you do this test, you're going to get your own report, a comprehensive about 20 pages of report that's going to tell you what your body fatty acids is at the moment and what you should be doing to improve that number. And if you've done 2 tests in between, of course, been taking the balanced oil and all, you will see a comparison of the 2 reports. And it is quite rare for us to be able to see one company, we are able to claim, we are able to tell you that we are confident that we can bring you back into balance in 120 days because we've got the numbers to support this vision, right? So we did not invent this product by accident because it is with all these brilliant minds around the world. When it comes to Dr. Paul Clayton, if you can, I would like you to screenshot this page and go and Google who these people are. Dr. Paul Clayton, Ola Eddy, Dr. Angela Rizzo, these are top of the crop of research people and medical professionals around the world who has been working with Zinsino to tell us how and what we should be doing in order to improve our product so that we can serve people better. So these are people that we've been working with us to improve Zinsino's products. Now, coming back to Zinsino products. Now, what is the main product that is helping us to improve people's lives? It is called the balance oil. Of course, we need the balance test to be able to gauge where we are, but to improve what we are, we use the balance oil. Now, the balance oil is not just a fish oil. It's not just another omega-3. It is contained of 60% of high-grade fish oil from small, sustainably wild-caught fish. I've never seen one omega-3 with such a potent content of EPA and DHA. I've been taking fish oil for more than 19 years. I've seen it all, but I've yet to see per serving we've got such a generous amount of EPA DHA. But at the same time, it contains a 40% of pre-harvest premium EVOO, extra virgin olive oil, that is there to protect the fish oil itself, to protect the freshness of this fish oil until the balance oil can have an OSI of more than 35 hours of first heating, first round of heating, right? So balance oil plus, it is not just fish oil. It is very high in terms of content of EPA and dish oil, DHA. I've never seen such, I mean, at least in Malaysia market, I've never seen. In open trade or whatever company, I've not seen per serving of 12 ml containing almost 2000 mg of EPA plus DHA. Okay, it contains vitamin D3, it contains vitamin E, and it contains that 40% of EVOO that is going to protect the freshness of this balanced oil. And to my surprise, we also have a vegan solution. I have a lot of vegan friends or vegetarian friends around me, right? So it is not a surprise that they find it difficult to be able to have a supplement of omega-3 from their natural diet. So with this solution of balanced oil, vegan solution, it is a really good news lah for a lot of Malaysians. All right, so these uh, we need to know that the products is effective, it is useful to improve the general health of our body, but we need to know that it is safe also. So rest assured, this product is totally safe for all of us to consume. Even professional sports person are taking it. So people from 6 months old, babies from 6 months old all the way up to people who are 100 years old. Different age, we take the same product at a different dosage is going to bring about different benefits to us. And these benefits are already covered by EFSA. Now, granted, these are not Malaysian, food drug association claims, but these are EFSA. But if you know, EFSA, the European Food Safety Authorities, they are being held at such a high esteem and stringent levels that whatever, if they allow us to claim these 18 health claims, that means this product has gone through really stringent tests, and we've got numbers to back us up. More than 1.8 million tests have tested that 94%, more than 94% of people have gotten really good results by taking these products. All right. So we can bring about very good health improvements. Okay. Of course, different results will differ for everybody, but numbers tell me that, hey, when I go out and talk about this product, it's going to bring about really good results. So today I'm not only going to talk about the product itself, because after 21 years in Europe, in around the world, it's proven that our products really work really well. Even the professional sports person are taking them. I'm going to talk a bit about the potential of business for Zincino in Malaysia, in the whole of Asia Pacific. All right. So we started this journey of improving health for everyone around the world since 2005. That's 21 years ago. All right. And it's being started by this lovely couple who have started a company, a Scandinavian family business in Norway, in Oslo, but we have expanded this business to around the world. Also, thanks to the contribution from Doug, our CEO, who has brought the company to becoming a public listed company. Now, a bit about the potential of business. So after 21 years of business, we have expanded from Norway, from Sweden, to all around the world, to all the 5 continents around the world. And we have logistics centers and sales offices from around the world. Okay. Now we operate our business in more than 100 markets. Okay. Most probably, if you want to expand your business to some countries around you, we are already established there in that country. And when we look at a the potential of a business platform, we want to look at momentum as well. So this company has been growing steady double-digit sales growth every single year for more than 20 years. Okay, as a public listed company, we've been paying our dividends for 14 years consecutively since the year we've got public listed. Every single year. And this year we've just announced, right, a couple of days ago, that the dividend for our shares has increased by 50%. So this is a company which is growing really, really fast. But yet, here in Asia Pacific, in Malaysia specifically, we are just getting started. Okay. I don't mind sharing with you also. Okay. Internally, we've got these numbers. This company has been growing leaps and bounds for many, many years, right? But yet, the whole Asia Pacific only contributes to 9%. That was last year, right? Only contributes to 9% of the company's revenue. So when I came to Zinsino last year, I look at these numbers. I look at potential of us becoming a partner and whether there's still so much potential for us to grow, right? As a company, as a partner. Now, if you want to start a business, do we want to start a business from zero? No, because that's going to be really tough. You need to do everything. You need to do the website, you need to do the logistics, everything on your own. So today I'm proposing, might as well we work with a platform such as Zinsino. We established, we've got one of the best, if not the best, products in which to help people in terms of improving their health lifestyle. And we've got one heck of a compensation plan, a systematic way to build our business so that you can build a business that really pays you for a long term. Okay, so this is where we talk about being a partner for Zinsino business. Now, to be a partner, of course, we need to learn the products, we need to use the products, we need to try the products as well. All right, so that's where we have this partner kits. All you got to do is choose one of the three partner kits. We've got basic, we've got advanced, we've got the ultimate partner kit, in which in Malaysia, more than 80% of people, they will choose the ultimate kit for numerous reasons. One of the reasons is because when we work with this company, you work as a business partner with this company, you can enjoy your products, your monthly products for free as long as you refer to at least 4 premier customers. So as a partner, if you get 4 customers, at least, right, in a month, you're bound to enjoy your own products every single month for free. Now, 4 customers, that's like really minimum requirement, right? So other than that, if you enroll yourselves as an ultimate partner kit, right, this 5959 ringgit, right? So if you're able to hit the amount of sales target that we've set for you every single month, then you are bound to get a full loyalty refund. Now, every single month, all you got to do is to hit these 4 customers and 20 credits every single month. But at the end of the year, you need to hit the 25 premier customers. Then you are bound to get the full refund for the investment in products in your business. Other than that, if you follow the 120 days fast start system, the fast start plan, in which you can get 10 customers and 6 partners in your team in 120 days, you are also bound to receive a total fast start bonus of at least 12,500 ringgit, right? That's the estimate. I've seen people who have done it in a lesser time or in a bigger volume that has got even a bigger fast start plan. But 12,500 for 4 months of work, not bad for a part-time, platform or part-time job, right? Other than that, if you're able to follow our system and help 4 of your teammates to achieve the fast start plan, you could become an executive in Zinsino, in which on average, executive in Zinsino are making between 4,000 to 4,500 ringgit a month. Let me ask you, dear ladies and gentlemen, for a part-time business, 4,500 on average, that kind of income, okay or not? Most people that I ask would be say, okay, 4,500, okay lah. But if you are able to help four of your partners to achieve executive level, you could become a diamond level partner in Zincino, in which, on average, in Zincino, diamond partners are making close to 20,000 ringgit a month, which includes a Z car bonus. Now, let me ask you, ladies and gentlemen, dear partners, dear friends, in Malaysia, if we're able to do one side income or part-time income, 20,000 ringgit a month on average, is this good income? I would say that this is fantastic income because this is like, senior manager level kind of income in Malaysian companies. All right. And that's not all. If we are able to help four of your partners become diamond levels, which is totally possible. There are people who have already done that in Malaysia, right? You could stand in to become a crown partner. A crown partner in Malaysia is not even the top rank, right? But crown partners in Malaysia is bound to have an average income of 50 to 60,000 per month. Our average is 60,000 a month, right? Now, I'm going to ask you that question again. 60,000 ringgit a month kind of average income. Is this good income for a part-time job or so-called for a referral income? Is this good income? It's fantastic income. It's fantastic income for a business in which we are recommending a product which could help people improve their health, which could help people improve their financial situations. This is fantastic income. And that's not all. As we build our income, we could grow in the team that we build. We could grow in the income that we build as well. And as I was saying, Crown in Malaysia is averaging at about 60,000 ringgit a month, right? And that's not all. We could still build your team to grow and you could become an ambassador, averaging probably about 120,000 a month. You could even build our team so that you could become a president in the Zincino, rank of partners. In Zincino, presidents are averaging an income of about 250,000 ringgit a month. And that's not fiction, that's fact. Because we've seen so many have done so in the company of Zincino. And that's not all. You can even build your team bigger and fly higher. The sky only is the limit. Okay. And again, I was stressing about timing for for us in Malaysia and generally in Asia Pacific. We're just getting started in Asia Pacific. We've only been around here in Malaysia for a couple of years, right? And this year, we have just reached 1 million customers. The next big thing is 20 million customers, in which we can achieve in about 10 years' time. In 2035, we're going to achieve 20 million customers. So if we are listening to this message, if we heard this message for the first time, I want to congratulate you, because if you make the right choice today itself and choose Zincino as your ultimate partner to build your business with, from now 1 million customers in the whole of Zincino to 20 million customers in 10 years time, where will your business be and where will your potential income be in 10 years time? Every time I look at numbers internally, as a member of corporate, I see so much potential for this company to grow for the next 10 years. And I see how the company is structuring, is scaffolding the whole company with the amount of merger and acquisitions in companies, in R&D labs, in technology. And we are gearing up ourselves to grow so much bigger in the next 10 to 20 years to come. So every time when I talk about this, I get so excited because this chart has shown us what we've done for the last 20 years. But for the next 10 to 20 years, we're going to grow so much bigger. So today, I'm going to end today's presentation by asking all of us. We've got close to 20 of us online, right? 19, 20 of us. My question is, if you heard something, if you heard a message that I've been trying to convey to you, if you think, hey, this guy, he talks a bit of sense, right? This product, the balance test, the balance oil, this could be something that could help me or help someone around us. Then I want to invite you to become a Zinzino customer, because I've seen for the last 23 years so many so-called uh, supplements or products that claim to help people. But here in Zinzino, we've got something that is proven with numbers, not only big numbers, but your number. Because when you do your own test, you're going to see your own numbers. And between the first test and the second test, we will see that you will have improvement in your general health. So with that, I would urge of you, if you've not taken the test, please do so. If you've not tried any of our balanced products, I would urge for you to at least give it a try. Give yourselves 4 months. Give yourselves 4 months to give it a try. Give ourselves a chance. And on another hand, if you think that, hey, this is a product that I don't care. In the open trade, in direct sales, in referral marketing, I've not seen something like this. And I want to see the potential of this test. And I want to see the potential of this product translated into a huge business opportunity. That's what I've been looking at for the last 1 year. That's where some of the partners in Malaysia, in Asia Pacific, have been looking at, because we see so much potential with this product and we want to share this message with a lot more people around us so that we could affect change into people's life. We could improve people's general health instead of relying on drugs, instead of relying on medicines. We take things into our own hands and improve our health in general, and we help them. We could improve our business in general. So if you're looking to build your own business, your own team of business persons by building with Cinzino, I would urge you to talk to the person who has invited you to this Zoom meeting. Ask them this one important question. Hey, I want to get started. How do I get started? That's the end of my sharing today. If you have any questions, I would urge you to post it in the chat box. For the next 5 minutes, I'll be around. I'll try to answer some of your questions if you have some. But we will go a bit deeper. We'll dive a bit deeper in the next few events to come. Right. I will also be sharing a bit more about how this company compensates our partners in terms of commissions when they do referrals, right? In the next couple of events to come. But there's one event that I would like you to take a look at, which is this Saturday. Give me one sec, right? Give me one sec. This Saturday in PJ, in Jaya 1, right? Our office is in Jaya 1. So this Saturday, we're going to have one event in which we will share about, we will come together to celebrate Zinzino globally and Malaysia. So it's called Zinzino Day. All right, this Saturday, 2:30 in the afternoon. You could, if possible, you can screenshot this, and later you can scan the QR code, or you can go to that website called mybalanceday.xyz. This is just a registration website, right? So I would welcome you with open hands to come to the Zinzino Day, in which we will be welcoming some new partners. We will recognizing the achievements of some of our partners. We will also have Dr. Abraham, okay, who is a very experienced medical doctor. He'll be there to share about inflammation and the relationship to omega-3s, right, briefly. And then we will also have tea, and then we'll continue to a summer kickoff for our partners. to see where this company will be going for the next 6 months to 1 year to come. All right. So this is an event I would like to invite all of you to be present in Jaya 1, in our HQ in Jaya 1. And of course, for the next few events to come, we will, all right, to share with you, okay, what we have in store for you. But with that, I would like to wish all of you who have spent your time online listening to me for the last 45 minutes, I wish all of you to have a more healthy body, to a more healthy mindset, you know, and most importantly, for all of us, to have a more healthy economy, okay, in terms of financials, to become more healthy. That's what I wish for you. Thank you all. I'll see you all again very soon. Bye bye.